Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Wood has been ever so patient. You know, after the news at 1:30, Dan White or one of his associates, Dan White and Associates, calls in with a tip for retirement planning, because that's what they do. They are experts in retirement planning. Andrew Wood's on the phone. Andrew, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, thanks.
So, for Dan White and Associates,
you got a number of callers. This has been great.
Yeah, it's been a pretty big hour here. And again, a lot of diverse opinions, and I like that. Sometimes we get in debates, sometimes we don't. So there you go. But everybody cares about retirement, my friend. And right now we're looking at our 401ks and rollover IRAs and thinking, oh, my God. Now, I know that you guys, I know you work in market and securities, things like that, but also specialize in guaranteed income. Dan White has trained all you guys to the point where now, you are the masters as well. And I want people to know you can call in these guys. Let's see, Andrew Wood, you got Dan Simon and Dan White, 888-690-8820, 888-690-8820. So what is your tip for today, Andrew?
Sure. So Dan actually got wrapped up and caught up in a meeting, so I'm filling in for him. But he shared with me what he wanted to go through today, and really it's about 2022 Roth conversions. My call last week, we talked about, year-end things to do. Very important for you to understand. There is a common misconception. If you are considering converting a portion or, your IRA to a Roth IRA, you have to do it by December the 31st. So the misconception is you can do it. You have until next year's tax filing deadline. That is not the case.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
By December 31st.
Yeah, and I can understand why people would think that, because traditionally, if you want to make a contribution to your IRA, it's the first quarter. You don't have to pay taxes yet for the last year, and you could make those last-minute contributions. But with the Roth conversion, that's different, huh?
Yeah, you probably don't want to wait until the last minute. Obviously, you probably want to leave some time to get that transaction done again before the end of the year.
All right. Well, you guys are experts at this, so I know you can help folks with it. And folks, you can reach, good experts like Andrew there at 888-690-8820, or just Google Dan White and Associates, because they got online early. And it's like Dan White and Associates, you should go ahead and contact us.com. It's, okay, maybe it's not that long, but it's kind of long. And you're in the Middletown office, right?
I am, yeah.
Cool.
We love Middletown. It's a beautiful growing area, and a lot of people need help, so we've been happy to fit in there.
Well, that's because it's the middle, and it's a great place to be. Boy, that was deep. I know. All right, man. You always have great advice, which is why I love you guys. And I'm a client of Dan White's, too, full disclosure. You give him a call at 888-690-8820. And on Sunday, while Dan was running off to the meeting, did he tell you what he's going to be talking about Sunday morning?
You know what? I don't have that in front of me, no.
No, I didn't think he would. He goes, Andrew, fill in. I got a meeting. Got to go. And you're going like, okay, fine, no worries. But Sunday morning, it's always something that's really meaningful in your world. Dan White's On the Money at 7 o'clock in the morning, 11:50 a.m., 101.7 FM, streaming at WDEL.com, 7 a.m. On the Money with Dan White. Andrew, have a great day. Go Phils.
Rick, if you haven't picked this up, we are very much like a family here. So that was fairly accurate. But thanks for having me, and go Phil.
Oh, no, I know. I've been to so many of your events, the dinners, and when you guys bring like a couple hundred of your closest friends and clients out to Frawley Stadium for the Blue Rocks games, you guys really are like just a great, big, happy, and somewhat dysfunctional family.
Good way to put it. Thanks for having me, Rick.
All right, well, that's because like you and Dan Simon, you guys seem to be about the same age. And you guys are so cool. You're like brothers, agreeing and conspiring and then poking each other. And you're both very, very bright guys, and it's fun to see that.
Absolutely. I've known Dan my whole life. Again, very much like a family here. So.
Awesome. All right, take care, Andrew. Yeah, it's true. It is like a family.